ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. One disciple has asked his master, is the relationship between a master and disciple is accidental, or is it a conscious choice? Then the master said, as far as the master is concerned, it is a conscious choice. But as far as the disciple is concerned, it is accidental, and it is bound to be accidental as the disciple is not conscious at. See, there is a saying of the Egyptian mystics. The Egyptian mystics belong to the mystery schools which were there in the continents of Atlantis and Lemuria. Those continents were drowned in the water and they are no more. But the saying of those mystics was very vital. What they said is, when the disciple is ready, master appears. So, when disciple is ready only, the master appears, according to those mystics. Now, what does it mean for the disciple to be ready? Just there is a Sufi story in this regard. The story is like this. There was a village and there was an young man in that village. So, he one day decided to move outside the samsara in search of truth. So, he renounced the family, he renounced the wealth and all that, and he started his journey towards that end of finding the truth. So, when he was about to leave the village, he saw an old man, aged about 60, sitting under a tree, and he was so blissful, so attractive, so magnetic, and this man was pulled towards that old man. So, the young man said to the old man, "You are so blissful, you appear to be full of wisdom, and there is so much radiance around you. Can you please tell me how to find a master, a genuine master, because I am in search of truth. Can you please tell me some criteria to notice him? Then the old man described the master which the young man is going to meet. And he said, he is an old man, maybe around 60, and there is a great radiance around him. The atmosphere is so blissful and all that. And he will be sitting under a tree which is similar to this tree. So the young man thanked the old man for having given that criteria of a master. And the old man said, the time has not yet come for you to say thanks. Please go ahead. So the young man left the village, wandered in search of a master as per the criteria given by the old man. And he could not find anybody, and after intense frustration in his search, he has decided to return to home. So when he was about to enter the village, he saw that the same old man sitting under a tree. Then the young man recollected the criteria described by the old man when he was leaving the village, and found that the man to whom he was searching was none other than the old man himself. So he fell at the feet of the old man and told him, "What a joke is this? You were there and I could not recognize you. Why you have not told me at that time itself that you are my master?" Then the old man told him, "I have been waiting for you for 30 years. My work is already finished. My boat is already waiting at the shore. But if I leave the world, whatever I said to you becomes false. So I am and I have been waiting for you for the last 30 years. Even now it is not too late." So that is what the old man told the young man. the master told his disciple. See, the point here is the seekers, they in their search means search means the ordinary search of a seeker would be like this: to be holier, to become holier, to become spiritual, to become more than anybody else, to become virtuous, and all these factors. If all these factors motivate him, to be holier, to be higher, to be superior, to be spiritual, to be virtuous, and to be more than anybody else, if all these factors made him to seek the master, then he is going to be a victim of all the pretenders or charlatans, means hypocrites. They appear to be the men of wisdom, but in reality they are not. So, if the seeker wants in that way to be spiritual, then he meets only such kind of masters who exploit him and all that. Then what is the genuine search of a seeker, a true seeker? A true seeker, he wants to know about himself. He is not interested in becoming holier, in becoming higher, in becoming superior, in becoming spiritual. Just he wants to know himself. If that is his true seeking, then nobody can exploit him. He, one day or other, he finds a true master. So, because the seeker's search should be genuine in undertaking a spiritual journey. When he wants to tread the path towards divinity, he should be sincere and honest in his search. You see, when you meet a genuine and real master, then his contact will transform your unconsciousness into consciousness. Master is a light. When you are in the presence of light, the darkness disappears. Darkness cannot afford to remain in the presence of a light. So, real master does not give you knowledge, does not make you a slave. He makes you a human being. He makes you an innocent, like a child. So, he gives you your being, but not the knowledge. He gives you life. He doesn't speak about yourself or the divinity. He is not concerned with about. About means about God, about divinity, about nature. He doesn't speak about. He speaks only from his own experience with reality. So, he makes you to expand more and more. He gives you a taste of that fragrance, divine fragrance. With that taste, you grow yourself, into your own being. He gives a seed. He drops rather a seed in the soil of your consciousness, and that seed grows and becomes a plant and spread the fragrance of the flowers of wisdom. So, that is the compassion and love of the master. He waits for certain people. His whole effort is to reach out to those people, but people are unconscious. They go on stumbling, moving, all that, falling, then getting up again and again, and finally they meet the master. And meeting the master is accidental, but it is a choice of the master in finding the real seekers of the divinity and truth. So, thank you.